in a small, sunny town with flower-covered fences and fluffy white clouds, lived a curious cat named Milo. He was orange and white, with big, gentle eyes, and a nose that could smell cookies from blocks away. Every Saturday, something wonderful happened in town, the Bakers' Gathering. All the animals would come to the park with their best treats: pies, cookies, cinnamon rolls, and of course, muffins. Milo had always watched from the crowd, but this Saturday, a new poster was pinned on the bakery wall. This week's theme: Muffin of the Year. Milo's little heart skipped. Could he really bake something? Something special? Milo ran home and opened every cookbook on the shelf. Too dry. Too fancy. Too many nuts, he mumbled. Then hidden behind a jar of sprinkles, he saw it. A dusty leather book titled The Secret Recipes of the Heart. It creaked open with a little puff of flour, and there it was, the kindness muffin. But the ingredients weren't normal. No butter, no sugar, just things like 1 scoop of patience, 2 spoonfuls of helping hands, a sprinkle of gentle words, a full cup of sharing. Milo tilted his head. How do I bake with that? Milo didn't give up. He thought, maybe I don't need to buy these ingredients. Maybe I need to do them. So, he made a plan. Today, I'll gather patience. Tomorrow, helping hands. Then gentle words and sharing. And then, I'll bake. Early the next morning, he walked by Miss Lottie the turtle's house. She was struggling to hang laundry on her clothesline. I'll help, Milo said, even though it was a slow task. He waited while she told long stories between socks and shirts. He listened, smiled, waited some more. 1 scoop of patience, Milo whispered as he walked home. The next day, the squirrel twins, Pip and Pop, were crying over a broken toy truck. Milo kneeled down, twisted a few screws, added a leaf for decoration, and even painted a racing stripe with berry juice. It's even better than before, Pip squeaked. 2 spoonfuls of helping hands, Milo grinned. Later, Milo saw Benny the raccoon sitting on a bench, alone. Everyone thought Benny was mean, but Milo sat beside him anyway. I like your scarf, Milo said kindly. Benny grunted, but a small smile twitched on his face. That's a sprinkle, Milo thought. A sprinkle of gentle words. That night, Milo mixed a test batch. He added flour and fruit, but also remembered all the kind things he had done. The muffins came out soft and warm. He wrapped them in napkins and tiptoed outside. He gave 1 to Miss Lottie, 1 to Pip and Pop, even 1 to Benny. He didn't eat a single one himself. 1 full cup of sharing, Milo whispered to the stars. The next day, animals waved to Milo. Some gave him hugs. Even Benny gave him a thumbs up and said thanks. Milo felt something new inside. It was warm, not from muffins, from kindness. That evening, he returned to his little kitchen. He wore his favorite apron, the one with little strawberries on it. He measured the flour, cracked the eggs, added blueberries, but this time, he also stirred in all the kindness he had gathered: patience, helpfulness, gentle words, and sharing. The batter shimmered. The smell was like honey and hugs. The park buzzed with excitement. Tables were full of goodies. Animals gathered to taste, chat, and cheer. The judges walked by slowly. They tasted cupcakes, scones, banana bread, and then came to Milo's table. They took a bite, then another, and one judge whispered, "This muffin tastes like a memory, like home." When the winner was called, it wasn't Milo. It was a tall hedgehog with a fancy strawberry pie. Milo clapped and smiled politely. But then, something happened. Animals lined up at his table. "Can I have your recipe?" Your muffin made me feel so good. My baby stopped crying after one bite." That night, Milo curled up by the window, full of love, not sugar. He didn't have a ribbon. He didn't have a trophy. But he had something better. A heart full of kindness. A town full of smiles. And a muffin recipe that would live on in every helping hand, every kind word, and every act of sharing. Milo purred softly and whispered, "When you bake with kindness, you feed the world." And he fell asleep, with dreams that smelled like blueberries and love,